Greetings, friends. This is not good. Top experts have just confirmed that there are new troubling signs for the U.S. economy. This could begin to affect many low-income to middle-income households, but state lawmakers are making the effort to establish new rebate programs. This may provide eligible residents with rebates worth thousands of dollars. Dear friends, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, do make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.
I love his line of questioning. The Fitch and Moody's have quantified it. They've said that our lack of governing, our inability to come up with long-term solutions because of the dysfunction of our institution is a reason they have downgraded, which comes at a cost. So that's just one measure, but I appreciate your line of questioning. Now, for 5 minutes, our friend from Pennsylvania, Lloyd Smucker.
Thank you, Dr. Schwegel. Good to see you. Let me start by recognizing the importance of the work of CBO to inform our decisions that we're making for policy and for legislation. And I appreciate the work that CBO does. Also appreciate you've made yourself available, your staff available to me multiple times on a variety of topics, and I appreciate that as well. And I think one of the things I'd like to drill down on just a little is this $1 trillion miss, because the work of CBO is important. We rely on CBO, and I mean, wouldn't you agree a $1 trillion miss can reduce our confidence in CBO's projections?
I agree. It was an extraordinarily large miss.
Yeah, and it really, your projections really do have an impact on how we're thinking about legislation and so on. So this is important to understand what happened here. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate as well, you provided an explanation. It looks like about roughly 1/3 was due to actions taken by the administration after you did your projection, right?
A big,
roughly 1/3, right. About 300 some. So is that unusual?
I mean, it was an unusually large miss.
Well, I'm saying, is it unusual for the administration to take actions that are not authorized essentially by Congress?
It was unusual from our perspective. And,
yes.
You know, in some sense, we're trying.
I mean, these were actions that you could not have been aware of, correct? Because they were done unilaterally by the administration outside of the authority of Congress.
That's correct.
So I think it's important we get that on the record. This was extraordinary activity by the president in spending what we would allege were he was unauthorized to do so, and this were outside of his authority. So that's number one. And then number two, I think about 1/3 of the projections where you just simply miss the economic projections.
That's right.
Why? Why would you have missed? I mean, that's a big miss. So can you tell us why you would have missed that in this particular time?
Yeah.
A growing number of Americans are falling behind on their car payments, a sign for the U.S. economy, as high auto prices and stubborn inflation strain household budgets. Car loan delinquencies tumbled in the early days of the crisis, as the government sent trillions in stimulus money to American homes and businesses. However, delinquencies have progressively ticked higher, as sky-high prices for used and new vehicles have forced consumers to take out bigger loans and drain the savings account. According to the latest New York Federal Reserve data, at the end of December 2023, about 7.69% of auto debt had moved into delinquency, which is the highest level since 2010. The steady rise in delinquencies comes as a result of both high car prices and steep borrowing costs. Prices for used and new vehicles surged 2 years ago as a result of a semiconductor shortage and other crisis-induced disruptions in the global supply chain. Although fewer cars were being produced, consumer demand remained strong, driving these prices very high. According to Yahoo News, prices started subsiding towards the end of 2022, but the average cost of a new car is still approximately $49,000, which is a near record high. While that is down 2.4% from the beginning of 2023, it still remains 18% higher than the same month 3 years ago, before the inflation crisis began. The rapid spike in interest rates over the past 2 years has also compounded the pain of higher car prices. The average used auto loan rate is 11.4%. Even just a minor change in rates can affect how much car owners pay every month. Experts say that for many Americans, rising interest rates and high car prices have now pushed their monthly payments above $1,000. In fact, the percentage of consumers who are paying at least $1,000 a month for a new vehicle or used vehicle have surged to 17.1% in the second quarter of 2023. Rates are expected to remain elevated, as the Federal Reserve has hinted that it will hold interest rates at elevated levels longer than previously expected, until policymakers are confident that inflation has subsided. The rise in auto loan delinquencies could be a sign of trouble for the American consumer and the U.S. economy. This past Wednesday was the first day that residents of Minnesota will be able to apply for a rebate for purchasing an electric vehicle. The legislature designated funding last year for the rebate program, which is finally rolling out this week. The rebate program was part of a suite of bills the Minnesota legislature passed last session to address climate change. The transportation sector is now the largest contributor of greenhouse gas emissions in Minnesota. Right now, electric vehicles make up less than 1% of vehicles on the road in Minnesota, and state lawmakers want to increase that percentage. For used vehicles, it's up to $600. There are no income eligibility requirements, and each person can get up to one rebate per year. Multiple states offer government rebate programs, including California, Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Maine, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island. California offers multiple state and local government rebates, including the Clean Vehicle Rebate Program. The rebates are $7,500 for new and leased electric and hybrid vehicles. The amount of the rebate is based on income. Also, the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency offers rebates between $1,000 and $4,000 for a purchase or leased electric vehicle. That is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dear friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please make sure, friends, that you enter the giveaways, because all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.